Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the GonzoEwok channel. My name is Ewok. I am here with Dungeons 2 by Kalypso. This is now the third time I have attempted to record. On each time I've completed the first level in around about 10 minutes, and on the second level it has catastrophically crashed. And I don't mean crashed the desktop, I mean my PC's gone mental. The fan on my graphics card went into overdrive, the screen went blank, the sound cut out, and the PC then hard reset itself. So I've been on the Steam forums and I've looked up some of the bugs that people are having, and people are having bugs. It is a new game. I haven't found anybody who is having the same issue as me, so I'm hoping it was just bad luck or coincidence. I am going to try it again. This time what I'm going to do, as it appears to have completely got rid of my saved game as well, incidentally, for making progress to the second level, I'm going to have another go, get through that first level, then I'm going to stop recording so that I don't lose the video, should it crash again. Obviously I lost the video when the game crashed because I was mid-recording, and so it didn't save properly, it corrupted, and I lost everything that I did. So I'll show you the first level, then I shall restart recording and see if we can get into the second level. If we can get into the second level, that is great. If we can't get into the second level, then I would take that as a warning, although not many other people have said that they're having this issue. I am certainly having this issue. I'm not running any unusual hardware. I've got an i5 processor, GTX 580 is my graphics card, 8 gig of RAM. Nothing particularly unusual out of the box there. Let's see how it goes. As I did say in the other two videos that you wouldn't have seen, my commentary on this one is kind of front-loaded because there is a very good voiceover and narrator throughout the course of the mission, and I don't want to speak over him because he's very good. It's the guy who did the voice in the Stanley Parable, and he delivers humour very well here. You can probably tell I'm feeling a bit deflated by this. I really want to show this to people. I mean, I bought this game so that I could sort of share it with people, and because I've been on the hunt for a good sort of dungeon keeper update style thing for years now, and I'd heard that this might be the one to go for, along with War for the Overworld. It looks like it's got a lot of promise, but hell, if I can't play it, I can't play it. But hey ho, let's put it down to bad luck and give them one more chance. Now, the first mission doesn't have any dungeon management elements. It's more of a light RTS touch, and apparently there is an RTS element to the game as well as the standard dungeon management sim that we all know and love and are used to seeing. And the second mission, when I got into it, was definitely about to teach me how to build dungeons before it, killed my PC. But let's start with campaign. This is level 1, the battle for King's Ending. It was time. The troops of the absolute evil, that's me, had driven the Alliance back to their capital, King's Ending. The time for the final battle had arrived. Prepare to destroy the Alliance, and with it all good in the land, once and for all. And with that, I will hand you over to our narrator.
Once upon a time there was a kingdom full of flowers and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time and there was loads of that goody-goody, lovey-dovey good people stuff going on. There, the alliance of abominably good people lived in unearned wealth and prosperity. But there was a path leading to a different place there. At the end of this path was a rock. There was a cave carved in this rock in which the absolute evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of mud and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it. It was home to numerous innocent monsters who enjoyed a happy, contented existence, living in complete harmony with their environment. But time and again, the sickening, sweet-smelling good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be the death of them, but much worse, the absolute evil's treasures were being stolen. One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its dungeon, the absolute evil decided it had had enough, and decided to do something new, something quite monstrous. Go to the surface. The Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath. After numerous unrelenting battles, the absolute evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
And there we go, that is the introduction. I hope you agree, it's quite a good introduction. I really like the work done on the voiceover. It's a very good delivery and very humorous dialogue. And you'll see more of that as the narration continues when we enter this next level. If we enter this next level.
After countless battles, the forces of the absolute evil reached the Alliance capital, King's Ending. The lovable remnants of the forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls. Or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths. Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil. With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly improbable event that it may have forgotten how it works, a formidable health function has taken. Even the forest could not withstand the aura of the ultimate, and beat a twisted retreat. A few of the Alliance units had entrenched themselves. A determined absolute evil marched towards them in order to strike them down with its mighty weapon. Absolute evil had discovered a metal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. The creature could only wear one. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin. Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky, but the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived. Defeating good was as easy as taking candy from a baby for the unstoppable evil.
Actually taking quite a lot of health damage in this run compared to the other runs. Looks like I'm messing around a little bit more. I suppose theoretically it is actually possible to die. Just ignore that guy, he's not doing it. Okay, fair enough, go and hit him.
Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease. The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil. And only there will be able to hold out from that one. The absolute evil took yet another hero to the slaughter. The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending, the final battle.
And this is where you get access
the city
to magic.
was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such ridiculous impediments. So, go get them! Destroy them now! The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city. Using its legend, wait for it, daring power, the absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond. The insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders stood on its way. Suddenly,
Wow.
the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders bore down on the rather surprised. An ambush.
Well, that was
And then
unexpected.
suddenly, the absolute evil hit the ground. The day was saved, and good had triumphed. The Alliance lived happily ever after, whilst the defeated forces of evil had to eke out the remainder of their miserable existence underground. No, of course not. In reality, absolute evil was not defeated, but just took a little comfort break. A short while later, it arose once again.
Well, that did not happen last time round, or the other time before that. But it's good to know that it can happen.
Once again,
They are spawning awfully quickly and draining my health a lot more quickly. I mean,
how many more times do you intend to die in this tutorial?
last time round, I didn't even get close to scratching the surface of my health, but it went down so quickly there. There we go.
The invincible evil had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated. At least, that's what he thought. Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, but wait. This time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? This did not go well. When actually, it bode the arrival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute evil.
Right, well, that is the first level, and that's more or less as far as I've got. I did get past the introduction to the next level, into the level, and I had about 30 seconds within the level before it crashed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... Well, actually, I'll have a quick talk. I'll have a quick talk about what I like about this so far. I mean, I like the humour. I like the graphics. I thought it was really good the way that the terrain was sort of shifting and moulding itself as my character moved forward. And the actual representations of the different units, I think they're quite distinct, they're quite good. You've got the little sorceresses on the good guys team who look a bit sort of impish or fairy-like in nature. Then you've got the sort of big sort of troll guys that were fighting, and there were sort of snake women nagas. It all looked really good. Absolute Evil himself, or the Insidious Evil, or Invincible Evil, or purely Evil, or whatever you'd like to call him. He looks pretty good. He kind of reminds me of Sauron with the big mace and the black and grey armour with the red tinges. A little bit beefier and a little bit burlier. It was interesting the fact that I did get killed a couple of times in that tutorial, because I don't think I ever went anywhere near half health the first couple of times through. So I'm not really sure how that happened, because, you know, the enemies just keep coming at you and you keep squashing them, and that's how it seems to work in that level. More getting you used to the sort of movement and attack controls, which are simple enough for anyone who's played an RDS, and I am by no means an RDS expert. And on the whole, I mean, it gives a really nice sort of taster of a level of style and humour that really piques my interest and wants me to go further into the game, and unfortunately further into the game I haven't managed to get. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop recording, purely so that this video saves itself, and then immediately start recording again, so there will be no gap to the service provided to you watching it on YouTube. However, if the video suddenly ends at this point, then we know we've got a problem, because that means my computer will have crashed again for a third time in the same place, and I won't be a happy bunny having spent £30 on a game that is not only crashing, but crashing in such a way that it could potentially cause damage to my computer by causing a full hard reset. And that's something that I'm not prepared to try and find a workaround for, because every time I test it, that's a potential hard crash which could corrupt some of the data on my hard drive. As I said, the fan on my GPU went into overload just before it crashed, so it could cause some hardware damage potentially. But I have an open mind. I'm willing to believe that it happened twice at the same time, as a coincidence, as hard as that may be to seem. And as I say, that there aren't any users experiencing a similar issue that I could find from a very admittedly very quick scan of the Steam forums. It didn't seem to be a common bug. That's not to say that it's not a bug that other people are experiencing. As I say, my hardware is pretty standard fare. I forgot to mention my OS. It's a Windows 7 64-bit, so you know, very standard stuff. Okay, here I go, stopping the recording. Well, here we are at the menu screen. I think you can all guess where we're getting at here. You will notice that continue game is greyed out. I cannot continue from level 2. Yes, I did once again experience a full system crash. Not just to crash the desktop, but it actually caused my computer to do a full hard reset. Obviously that bodes well. I was intending to do a full series Let's Play of Dungeons 2. That will no longer be possible. I am extremely disappointed that I can now not play this game. I mean, that's what I wanted to do this weekend. I wanted to have this game on the go. That will no longer be the case, so very, very disappointed. Hopefully they can get it fixed. If they do get it fixed, I will come back to it. As I say, there are some bug reports out there. I haven't found an identical one to my bug report, although I haven't looked that hard, to be fair. I have seen bug reports of people who can't run the campaign, and people who are having crash to desktops on the campaign. And some of those self-same people are reporting that when they load back up, they are losing their progress, similar to me. So there are people having crashes, but I haven't seen another case of another person that's having a crash that goes beyond crash to desktop, and that does what mine does, and essentially causes the whole system to reboot. Although maybe that's an issue with my motherboard trying to protect itself by forcing the reboot rather than allowing it to crash the desktop. There we go, very disappointing. Unfortunately, obviously, I can't say much about how the game works, because I haven't got beyond the very limited RTS tutorial first level and tried any of the actual dungeon expansion elements of it. I certainly can't recommend the game due to the problems that I've been having. The irony that I was considering getting War for the Overworld and decided not to because I'd heard that it was a bit buggy is painfully apparent now, and obviously I am regretting my choice somewhat and wishing I'd gone in a different direction. It's a real shame, and I mean, this game, it's not a cheap game. I believe it was around about £35 on Steam. Yeah, £34.99. This was on Steam, and you know, for £34.99, you expect a game that you can play. It's a Kalypso game, and Kalypso, I mean, they're not the best publisher in the world in terms of the quality of some of their games. I mean, I like some of their games. I like the Tropical games, for example, but I would never turn around and say they're brilliant or amazing. But they're certainly largely playable. I hope this situation resolves itself. I hope that I get to play it. I hope that I am in the minority and that there aren't too many other people experiencing the kind of problems that I've been having. I hope that if you buy the game, you are not one of them. But I cannot recommend this game. Thank you very much. I've been Ewok. I'm going to go away now and try and find another game that I can make into a Let's Play series. If you've got any suggestions, I'd be happy to take them. I suppose I've just bought a couple of games that I could look at. I just bought Neo Scavenger and I just bought Infested Planet. So maybe I'll look at one of them. But in the meantime, thank you for checking in. If you have liked this video, I can't imagine why, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can check out some of our other videos. That's youtube.com/GonzoEwok. You can check out us on Facebook. That would be facebook.com/GonzoEwok, or we are at GonzoEwok on Twitter, and GonzoEwok is all one word in all of those cases. Thank you very much, and goodbye.